All right, I'm gonna use this little needle scaler because I don't want to put this in my press brake dies all nasty and dirty. So, clean it up too for paint. See how bent up that is? Pretty nasty. It's as ugly as I am. Okay, let's move around here. Reposition our little phone. I gotta buy one of those little remote control deals. All right, let's see here. So, go over here. Get your little foot pedal here. So you got it when you bring this thing down. You got to make sure you have your gap in there for your metal thickness. That's not bad. All right, and then we can always bump that down. All right, we'll set that here on the Bobcat. What do you think of the Bobcat? I cleaned this up and painted it last year. I bought it at auction. I was going to sell it. Decided to keep it. Anyway, got it all painted up. All new decals. Looks pretty good. Looks brand new, actually. So, yeah, got to get her back together. Okay. Let's see if I can get you some kind of a decent close-up. Maybe put it on the track here. Oh, look at that. Let's set that right there. No. Double check this. Just about right. Okay, so we'll see that little bent part there. Let's see if we can't straighten that up a little bit. Now, if you put your finger in there, you're going to be in trouble. Right here, it really hurts, which I've never done it, but they tell me it hurts. All right, take it down a little more. Yeah, it's a great little machine. I went down and bought this in Memphis, Tennessee, I think. Only paid $1,000 for it. I figured it was broke. But there wasn't a thing wrong with it. Now, this is an impromptu video. I would have worn my suit and tie out here to look better for you, but this last minute. Okay, that's got a little compression on it, so that's good. Now, all right, so let's straighten that up pretty good. Might hit it a little bit more. Put that in there like that. Now you can put it this way or this way. This time maybe I will hit it right on that crease this direction. Oh, that thing nice and straight. It's pretty good now. Put it back in here like this. All right, nice and straight. So now we got to take this big old bend out of here. Ready? If you like that, you're gonna love this. Move my foot pedal over so I can get to it easier. Wash. Ready? Let's get it. Let's go like that. Now you can beat all day with the on an anvil. You can straighten it like that. I kind of like this much better. Getting there. Look at that. I started out in steel fabrication. I had my own shop for 15 years. Had about 15 employees. We got set on fire by our competitors, burnt the shop down. We struggled through the Desert Storm slowdown, and finally sold the business. Went back into. I got into mechanical pipe fitting and all that. I was a pipe fitter, pipe welder. I got to go into one new plant and weld and tested to get in there. I can officially say I'm a nuclear pipe welder, one of the worst. All right, check that bad boy out. But anyway, that's why I like the Ripa machines. They're fabricated really nice. I was at the factory last week, and the new factory is very impressive. They're welding and just from start to finish, they have their guys tack welding their parts together, and then they put them in the robots. Really nice welds. You know, just like anything else, sometimes you might have a little flaw. A weld might take off. It might not take initially when that MIG hits. Sometimes it might not take, and you might have a bad weld here or there, but those welds were beautiful. Anyway, so that's why I have my fab shop here. I built this, and over the years, this is more of a full around shop, and then I decided to get into the Ripa. So, but you know, nice and straight. Turn this off and